Thank you very much. I'll come to you last and connect a story to you as a male and how we can use positive masculinity to actually change some of the narrative. I'll come to you very shortly. The traditional system is so important in all of this conversation, and the role of queen mothers is critical. Where would you say will be the starting point for you, or what have you been doing in your community to sort of change this whole conversation?
Thank you very much. When it comes to traditional authority, most of you are not, we are to a very large extent not brought on board or seen as broken partners. But truth is that we are, for the want of a better word, the real owners of the town. The people listening to us more. But there's been this issue of the Constitution itself, to a large extent, accepts our customs as part of customary law. The Constitution accepts that the customs of Ghana are part of Ghana's laws. Therefore, when it comes to one very fundamental thing I look out for, when it comes to engaging with women or politicians in our various communities, is the issue of language. We are in a day and age where, pardon my word, people come to your palaces or to your houses seeking for support, and they can barely speak the local dialect. That is what connects us to you when we see you as a person. That's what makes us feel a part of that community or society. So I want to encourage all of us that let us teach and continue to instill our language and our culture in our children. They come back to the communities and they can't speak a word. And so you come to my community, you want to convince my people that you are vying for this position and that they should vote for you. And I give you the microphone and you are speaking true. Or you are speaking English and they are all looking at you. Truth is that they won't vote for you. So let's try as much as possible to invite in our children and the upcoming generation our values and our culture. Respect for our traditional beliefs, respect for our systems. In our culture setting, when you come to where I come from, women are very much cherished. Women are very much loved. We put women on a very high pedestal. So in my culture, for instance, if you are gifting something to a man, you give him 3. If you are gifting something to a woman, you give the person 4. That shows that the woman has a bigger household to feed, and therefore we give them an extra one. So I think as females in our traditional rulers, we have the mandate to use our positions to support all women vying for political parliamentary positions in our various, from the district to the presidential. We have the power to ignite our people to vote for women in all spheres of the political career.
Thank you so much. Now to my story I was raised by a farmer, and I have seen the significance of having a positive male in your life. So sometimes you fear nothing, you want to take steps that others will not take. Throughout my journalistic life, I dared to do things differently, aside what even men will see that I have done and say, no way, I wouldn't even do this. What do you think can be the critical role that men can play in this situation to make sure, you say you're from the NDC, how do we get many more women in the NDC, for example, go for parliamentary seats, even via to be at the helm of affairs? Your presidential candidate will not come again after this 4 years, probably. How do we get women to say that, yes, we're going for that presidential candidature, and we will still not have that kind of backlash? From the male perspective, how can we support such people?
Okay, thank God we have women all around, and the men can attest to the fact that every successful man, there is a woman. And so our presidential candidate His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has taken a woman along so that if God permits and we come to pass, and then after the 4 years, there's a woman coming, so he can change that upon to the woman. So he can also carry on the agenda or any other woman. We believe in Africa that in those days, that when men are talking, women must be quiet. But the narrative has not changed. There was no vice president who is a woman before, or there's no running mate being a woman before. And this is the first time. So I urge the women, as we are planning to bring a vice president who is a woman. We have a mother here. We should all try to rally behind Professor Rana Opoku-Atima to steer the affairs of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in order to take the good plans that we want to do. We are planning a women development plan, which will help the women. You'll be taking a loan that you pay with a smaller interest. We pray that the Lord bring us a deeper. Thank you so much.
Great. So I open the floor for you now. I said I was going to ask them just one question. I have room for just 3 questions. If you would want to ask any of these distinguished guests from our panel. If you want to also share your own thoughts on how we can get there faster, let's do that. Nana, please, you first.
Thank you. I'm Timtolina of Gabon, former GTV news presenter. My question is, we are talking about coming to power. And I haven't heard anything about peace, especially if I'm from the north. And when something happens, the north, we have a problem. Just look at what is happening in Bokuna. So I'm pleading with all political parties, those giving the youth money to come and instigate. Please tell your leaders we need peace now, during, and after election. So that is what I'm pleading with you. And secondly, what I want to tell you is that, especially those from the government side too, during Nkrumah's regime, CPP, we had safer seats for women. So why any government that comes in future, please let there be seats safe for women. Because my mother enjoyed it. Brahma to Baba, first woman district commission, and during Nkrumah's regime. Forward never, backwards never. So please, we need safe seats for women. So the political parties give us safe seats when you come to power. Thank you. Any other person? Okay, there's somebody there. Yes, please go on.
Okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity. My name is Mama Dolan Lucifer Wanema, Queen Mother of the Voteros in China, and also the paramount queen of the traditional area, Mama Gan Mudel. Peace Ambassador for 2016 election, and also an aspirant of the 2018 District Assembly election. I contested and I won. Really, in the sense that my World Bank, where I am actually situated, was demarcated at that time, and my World Bank was taken away from me. I was written in 15 roles. I later was appointed to work with the Gender Congress. Yeah. Election. The most important thing is Ghana. We want peace before, during, and after. Let's all remember that it's physically challenged. The sick in the hospital, should anything happen, how are they going to be on their feet to run away? And where are they going? Let's remember the old, the babies, all these things. Thank you.